What's happening, guys? So this is my video blog about the Spring Fair of 2013. So first thing, what did I learn? Well, first of all, I learned that some companies and people in them are absolute knobs. And I'll give you an example. I went in mostly just to have a look around, see if I got any inspiration for starting my own business or anything. And I was quite interested in the toy section. I was come across this one company, and this woman was like talking to me, giving me the sales pitch, got me quite interested in the products that they offered. And then this other geezer comes along and he just like shoos her off, literally like goes like shoo 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 shoo, literally. So she walks off and she starts talking to someone else. And he comes up to me and he says, "Oh, do you own a toy shop?" Literally, just exactly like that. So I said, "Well, no, not yet. You know, I'm looking at setting one up when I finish university. It's something I'm really quite interested in." She says, "Right, okay. Well, we don't normally sell in quite small quantities." So I said to him, "Okay, well, you know, what's the sort of lead time on the products, you know?" He says, "Oh, well, at the minute we're breaking down the bigger packages into smaller ones, just for smaller shows and things like that." He says, "Usually about 2 to 3 weeks." I was like, "Right, okay." He says, and he started laughing. But he was trying to hide it, so I thought, you know, this guy's a bit of an asshole. So he starts laughing a bit more, and then he says, "Okay, well, what's the minimum order quantity?" And he starts telling me, and he has a straight face again, and he's talking a bit more about minimum order quantities and accounts and stuff. And I says, "Right, okay," and he starts laughing again. So I was like, "Do you know what, mate?" I says, "Alright, I think I'll leave it," and just walked off. Now, his company was basically, they sold Lego, but cheap. And it wasn't even Lego. I mean, he says that they sold to major retailers, was what he said. So I presume stuff like Toys R Us, Asda, Tesco, that sort of thing. His company was called Banbeo. Have you ever heard of Banbeo? So what gives this man the right to stand there and laugh at me and my inspirations when he doesn't really have a company that nobody's really ever heard of anyway? What a knob. I did actually meet a couple of companies that I'm looking forward to working with. One of them is called Flying Gadgets. Now, they recently had a load of their products in Costco, which is a wholesaler. And they sell stuff like flying helicopters, all the way to stuff like steam-powered boats and radio-controlled boats and tanks and stuff like that, which is really cool. Now, I went over to this guy literally straight after meeting the Banbeo geezer. And this guy was nice as pie. He had all the time in the world to stand and talk to me. So I took his business card and I've ordered the catalogue from them. We're quite looking forward to working with them because they look pretty cool. There's also another company called Scream. And they sold all sorts of things, stuff like from petrol-powered quad bikes all the way through to your radio control stuff as well. Would I use the Spring Fair as a sales route in the future? Probably not. I'm looking at being retail, selling individually, and the Spring Fair is more for wholesale. I could probably use it as a marketing technique, but I don't think it's something I'd be interested in using for my own personal business. I'd probably use it just to gain more supplies and things in the future. So that's my trip to the Visit Spring Fair 2013. From me and the two Geralds, thank you for watching.